Hi, my name is Todd Burrier, and in this video, I'm going to share with you an opportunity to not just make more money, but to live an amazing life. And to give you a little context before I move into the slides, 28 and a half years ago, a friend of mine introduced me to this little tiny manufacturer because he had had a wonderful result with some products, and I was interested in the product. But he told me I couldn't buy those products from him, that I had to buy it direct from the manufacturer, that I would get them at his cost, that I wouldn't have to pay a sign-up fee or buy a starter kit to have the right to do that, and that if I didn't like those products, I could return them. And if I did like those products, I could get a free business account and refer them to other people and create income. And if I wanted to take it very seriously, I could grow a team and create a large income. At the time, that seemed too honest and too fair to me, and I still don't know of many things like it. But because it was someone I knew and I was seeing a visible result of what had happened for him, I investigated on my own. I flew to the manufacturer, I kicked the bricks, so to speak. And what I found was something that was totally centered on helping other people, something that someone who was nice and respectful and honest could do that didn't involve any financial risk. And so I thought, this sure feels good, so I'm going to give it a shot. And then I ended up, over a period of years, building a very large business and creating a lifestyle I never could have imagined. My entire story is available on YouTube. You can Google Todd Burrier and Life Plus, my Life Plus experience and story, and you will find my video and you can hear the whole deep story. I'm not going to share it all right now. But what's here for you is an opportunity. And if you are a good person, meaning you're kind and you're honest and you don't pressure people and you have some integrity and you really care about building a better life, this is a tremendous place to do it and a tremendous community to do it within. This is called the MLT 3C transformation presentation, for lack of a better word. MLT stands for Million Lives Team. That's an organization I founded. 3C stands for 3 circles, which I'll explain in just a moment. And transformation is about you having an opportunity to transform your life, but it'll be totally up to you. And if you watch this and it's not for you, that's quite all right. Even if you sat in my living room and we talked for 3 hours and it wasn't for you, that would be quite all right too. But this is about improving your health, improving relationships, and creating more options in your life. So without any further jibber jabber from me, let's just move through it. So first, let's start with what is the fundamental of what we're doing. It starts with feeling better, which translates into doing better, which then leads into living better. And it's based on the principles of my book, 3 Circles Living, which is a style of life that I've taught corporations for decades and that I practice myself. That leads to an unbelievable life. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no magic bullet. It's a process that anyone can do, and many already have. And that's just for you personally. From a bigger picture perspective, if you think about the needs in our culture today, health is at an all-time worst. So people need solutions in health and wellness. People are isolated and more lonely than they've ever been. People need good, encouraging, positive community. And people are struggling financially. 95% of the people struggle with money. That's just a fact. We can help resolve all of those. So first, a little bit about our company. So Life Plus's roots go all the way back to 1936. This was a manufacturer that made products specifically for the medical community until 1992, when they developed the concept of what we call referral marketing, a very simple way to take these products to the consumer while empowering people to share them without any risk, where the company holds all the risk and the people who share that get to participate in the revenue that is generated. The company grew a tiny bit in the States in the early 90s, but it took off in Europe in the late 90s. I participated in that, and it created a life that I never could have imagined. We became one of the top home-based wellness organizations in all of Europe, with over 100,000 people participating and having changed lives. And now we're taking this into the United States. We've been actively working in the United States for a little over a year. So what does that mean for you from the standpoint of timing? What you're looking at here is a traditional bell curve. Every single product, every single service, every single company goes through this bell curve. It's a requirement. if you're going to be lasting. Starts with innovation, which is the idea, which very few people jump on board because they're scared, they don't believe in it, they've never heard of it, etc. And then after it gets a little bit of foothold, then you move to the early adopter phase, where more people start to say, I've heard about that. It looks good. I heard about it before, but I wasn't ready. And then it starts to proliferate a little more. And then it builds a little speed, and the early majority begin to participate. And then the late majority, and then the laggards. There's every single product goes through this as a market penetration graph. I mean, this is the process. What you have here in Life Plus is you have an innovative opportunity in the United States without any risk, because you don't have innovation risk. The company is well established, well funded. You can visit the campus in Arkansas. You can see the facilities. You can talk to the people. This is not an if this will happen. It's already happening. And everywhere the company has ever focused, every market it's ever focused on, it's become incredibly successful. And now it's the time for the United States. And this is where you are. You're at the beginning, relatively. All the hard stuff has been done. We believe we'll take the company to $1 billion in the United States. Now, on the prior screen, I showed you 100,000 people in Europe. There's less than 100 in the United States as I make this. That's a massive, massive opportunity window for you. Again, just because you get involved doesn't mean it will happen. You'll have to work. It's a work program, but you won't have any risk in doing so. This is a primary program that we are sharing in the public with incredible results. I first saw this program about 10 or 11 years ago in Europe. I was traveling, doing speaking tours to groups of 200 up to 2,000, and doing 10 to 12 cities a tour 4 times a year. And what I saw among the people was like nothing I'd ever seen. I've been involved in health and wellness for 35 years. I've never seen anything impact people the way this did. Not only were they in shape, not only did it change their physical makeup, but they looked incredibly healthy. Everybody knows someone who's been on a weight loss program, and they might have lost weight, but they look gray and they're tired and they don't look very good. These people were vibrant. Their skin was glowing and they were fit. The book written by Andreas Jopp, The Ultimate Metabolic Reset, gives you all the deep understanding about why this program is so powerful. But essentially, very simply, using this core group of products and a very specific program of eating, you'll totally detoxify your cells and your body, which essentially leads to a reduction of inflammation while dropping body fat, increasing physical energy, and then emotional energy. You feel better. It puts you on a tremendous trajectory to completely change your health. And the first phase of this is only 3 weeks. And what I've seen here in the United States, just in the short period of time that we've introduced it, has been exactly what they experienced in Europe. The products are designed by this man, Dr. Dwight McKee. As you can see, he's a specialist on oncology, hematology, nutrition, integrative medicine, holistic medicine. He's been board certified in all 5 of those things. He's the author of After Cancer Care. This man knows both sides of the equation. Once you've understood who he is, you would probably feel like I do, which I don't put anything in my body that's not designed from a supplement standpoint by this man. And this is a unique example of the power of the products themselves. The woman to the left, who happens to be my wife. This picture was taken 12 years ago, as I say this. In this picture, she is 5 days before her 8th and final treatment of chemotherapy, meaning she's been in a 4-month intensive chemotherapy regimen for a very dangerous cancer. And this is how she looked. No, I'm not saying that the supplements cured her cancer. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because of the power of the products, the support that they gave her body, this is how she looked even during the cancer struggle through chemotherapy. To the right is her 9 months ago in Kenya, doing the work of the Life Plus Foundation, where she has helped bring water to 500,000 people in Kenya who did not have fresh water in their villages, changing lives. Also with her are some of our constituency out of the European market who helped put together. The entire foundation essentially is underwritten by Life Plus, and all the donations have been contributed by the field. That's the kind of people that we attract. We attract good people because really, there's no way to be a bad person in this. You can't manipulate anybody. You can't get over on anyone. The only way you can succeed is by serving and helping other people, and they have no risk. So some highlights of the business model. Very simple, no risk. You've heard me say that. There's no sign-up fee. There's no website fee. There's no back office fee. There's nothing like that. There's no renewal fee. You can do business in all over the world because we are in 60 plus countries. You don't need to pay an extra fee to have the right to do that. If you enroll a customer or a partner in any of those countries, it's as if they were next door, and you have zero risk because the only thing you ever spend money on are products you would personally use for your health. Tax advantages. Just getting involved opens up the door to tax advantages from a home business because even though you don't have an investment, you get to participate in the tax advantages a home business brings. One of the smartest things anyone can do is to have a home business because of the tax code. There's no paperwork. The company does all the tracking for you, and you have an online tracking system where you can see everything. It's pure referral. You never exchange product for money with anyone. Everybody buys direct from the company at the same price. That includes me. You would get your products at the same price I do, direct from the manufacturer, which means when you're referring it to someone or introducing it to someone, it's a true referral. They pay what you pay. You get a free online shop, which is an awesome thing. And you can just utilize it to spread the word. It takes 2 minutes to set up. You get free training and mentoring, and it's world-class training and mentoring. And not only will this training and mentoring help you be successful in our work, it'll help you every place in your life. It will help you be better in your relationships. It'll help you be better in your career. It's very common for the people who become part of our community to excel in their career as a result. It's a very easy process to work. We have put together a very simple system that you can engage in to share information and for people to learn what they need to learn to make their decision. We don't pressure anyone, as you see on the bottom bullet. We don't pressure anyone. You can't make someone do something. You can only support and serve them should they take a step. And that's how we operate. Whatever someone decides, we respect. That's fine. And there is unlimited passive income potential. That's a very important thing because life happens, right? Life happens and creates situations where it's very difficult to focus. When you build something of substance here, it keeps going. I was able to take years off at a time because of certain situations or just desires to pursue things, and my income kept coming in. So here's the menu for you. You can be a shopper if you would like. A shopper is someone who orders from someone in our team's online shop. You get to optimize your health. You can participate in our Facebook community where there's wonderful support and encouragement, and it's just an amazing group of people. And you get the free personal development and professional development training that we provide. We believe in supporting and developing the whole person, not just, you use a product. This is a relational business, not a transactional business. Or you can be a member shop owner, which is just a click of a button, no extra fee. And you can casually refer people to your shop, tell them your experience and refer them. And if they order, you make a little piece of what they order, even though they're paying at the same price for you. That's the way the company works. And perhaps, refinance your products and order and essentially get your products for free by sharing enough. Or you can be a community builder where you are purposefully allocating and dedicating a few hours a week to sharing this with people and developing a group of shoppers who are improving their health, and which, by the way, feels really good for you. And, create some extra money, maybe a few extra $100 a month, 300, 400, whatever it is for you is possible. Or you can plant shops. So that would be the next layer. All this builds on top of each other, where you then introduce others to do exactly what you're doing, building their own communities to make extra money. And then you can work with them and have that synergy and have that community and have that experience to see someone else grow and develop, which is incredibly fulfilling and rewarding. Or you can do what I did, which is build a large organization that allows you complete freedom in your life to do whatever it is you choose to do, and whenever it is you choose to do it, with whoever you choose to do it. It's a pretty amazing opportunity. Again, it won't happen by itself. You will have to put in equity of the sweat nature. I call it the almost perfect business because, well, nothing's perfect because it involves humans and humans aren't perfect. I'm not perfect and you're not perfect. So here's the next steps. Ideally, you would start with the MR program. Why would you start with that? Because it's the absolute best thing you could do for your health. It will change the entire trajectory of your health from the day you start it forward. It will completely reshape your body and completely clean it and nourish it and position you to have your best life possible from a physical perspective. Then you join our Facebook community, set up your free online shop, and immediately you can be dropped right into our training. It is that simple. So I appreciate you taking your time to be here. Whoever shared this with you, reach out to them and have a conversation with them. Again, you can go onto YouTube and look up Todd Burrier, my Life Plus story and experience. I think that's what I called it. And you can hear my whole story, or at least as much as I told in 30 minutes, because my whole story is many hours since this has been over 28 years of my life. And it's done so many incredible things for me and for the people I love. I encourage you to learn more. We don't want anyone to make a decision without being clear about what they're deciding on. So thank you again for being here, and I wish you good luck.